Are you happy to be off the plane?
I sure am. Catch my breath.
How was it?
Actually wasn't that bad.
We made it!
Yay!
We just got checked into our room. The resort that we're staying at is so beautiful. And we're like pretty tired after, it wasn't like a real long day of travel, but just like, it's warm down here, it was warm on the plane, and obviously like with wearing masks, like we were just getting a little tired. So we're about to walk. There's like a restaurant that's on the beach that looked pretty good. So we're about to walk and get that, and then I think like maybe just like kind of walk around and explore the area a little bit.
Go to the beach or whatever.
Yeah, kind of take it easy today. We did pass like this grocery store. I was surprised. It was like this huge grocery store. Like bigger than grocery stores at home.
It was.
So we're probably gonna go to the grocery store and like get stuff to make dinner a couple nights probably, just to get a break from eating out.
Yeah.
So we'll give you guys a tour later, but we gotta eat first, or because I'm just like, getting hangry. All right, we got some nice like dinner earlier.
Yes.
But on the beach.
It's nice just to relax a little bit.
It was nice. And food was pretty good. It was very expensive though. And that's why we're heading to the grocery store now. So we're gonna get some stuff for like breakfast, lunches, and coffee obviously. And then also for like alcoholic drinks because they're very, very expensive when you get them at restaurants. So that's where we're on our way to now.
I'm not worried about getting a taxi to the grocery store. I'm worried about getting a taxi back from the grocery store.
And then once we have all the bags of stuff. How long is it from a walk, you said?
45 minutes.
Oh, no. It's like 85, 86 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's breezy. It was like, it's pretty much like breezy and windy all the time in Aruba, I think. That's what our taxi driver was saying and what we've read online. But it's kind of nice because it is like pretty humid. Like it definitely feels like how it feels in Florida, like a lot of humidity. But the nice thing is like there's a breeze going all the time, so it kind of cuts away a little bit of that.
Right now it's actually really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, like now it's like 6:30, the sun has gone down and it feels really nice. It's still like a little muggy, but like definitely tolerable. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Welcome aboard.
For our first full day in Aruba, we decided to check out their capital city of Oranjestad. So we boarded the bus and took a 20-minute drive south from the hotel.
Welcome to Oranjestad. It seems like COVID has hit this area pretty hard, which is sad. A lot of closed businesses. But really, it's not that bad. Like, they're much more careful with COVID here than probably anywhere I've been in the US.
Yeah.
Like, you walk up anywhere, and as soon as you're done, they go and wipe down the counter or the pens you were touching or anything, so.
Yeah, it's really sad because we walked down Main Street, which is, I read was like, has like a bunch of stores and restaurants. And I mean, we were done so quick because so many of the businesses were closed. So we're heading back towards the water, and we're gonna go to this place hopefully for dinner that's right on the beach. They have a curfew here of 10 p.m. so we're kind of trying to do like an early dinner. That way we have time to catch the bus and head back to our hotel before it gets close to 10.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What'd you get?
I got steak and ribs.
Very American of you. It looks really good though.
With fries.
And I got a steak wrap with peppers, onions, and Dutch cheese.
Ooh.
So it looks really good. And this macaroni salad, which came with our appetizer, is really good.
Let's make footprints in sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Me and you.
One really interesting thing about Aruba that we didn't know until we got here is that it actually has like multiple cultures influencing it. So there's like kind of a mix of Spanish and Dutch culture. And the reason for that is because Spain originally had control for about 137 years. They had control of Aruba. So there was a bit of back and forth for many years where Aruba was trying to secede from the Netherlands. But at this time, they're still essentially owned by the Netherlands, but they still kind of operate everything under their own Aruban government. But because of that, like I said, there's like a really like half and half mix of Spanish and Dutch culture. So we've heard people speaking Spanish, people speaking Dutch. So it's a really interesting mix. And because of that, there are a couple like delicacies in Aruba that are really essential to try. And one of those is the Dutch pancake. So as far as I know, a Dutch pancake is almost like a thick crepe, maybe like slightly thicker than an American pancake. But it's really like big, like the width of it, and they actually will like bake toppings into it. So I think that they must drop toppings into it when it's cooking. So instead of like an American pancake where you have toppings like actually on top, they're like actually baked in. So we're gonna try one tonight. We're gonna do a dessert one because we're a big fan of crepes and we get like strawberry Nutella crepes. So I think we're gonna get something similar here and see what it's like. Okay, so it's definitely more like a crepe than it's not a thick pancake.
No,
it's more of a
thin.
it's a thin pancake, kind of like a crepe a little bit.
A little bit thicker than a crepe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So Will's gonna give the taste test.
Pretty good.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
How does it compare to a crepe?
Probably about the same.
About the same, yeah?
Yeah.
See, I wonder if there's like different types because I've seen pictures where like some are like thicker and like peaches were baked into it. So I don't know, maybe they make them in different ways.
Yeah.
We spent our second day on a UTV tour, off-roading and exploring Aruba's natural treasures.
Was it deep? Yeah.
Alright guys, we are about to head out for the activity I've been most excited about since we got here. It's a private island dinner and we'll show you guys exactly what that means in a sec.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah. This is where we're having dinner tonight. started us off with a cooler, and I think we have, is that
White
champagne?
Sparkling wine.
Oh, we got sparkling wine, club soda, Sprite.
Right, and a Coke and some waters.
Nice. And then they're bringing dinner over to us in just a little bit. So they actually taxied us out here on a boat and dropped us off. So we are completely in the middle of the water all on our own. It's been windy all week here in Aruba, but like today seems especially a bit choppy on the water. So we'll see how smooth this dinner goes.
Did it go overboard?
I think the cork went overboard. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Oh, yay! I'm gonna keep this cork.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. So this trip is kind of like our late honeymoon because we never took a honeymoon. We got married 2 years ago and we never really took a honeymoon then.
Our plan was like to do a honeymoon around the 1 year mark.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened.
Yeah, then COVID happened. So this was kind of like our 2 year anniversary because our anniversary's in like a week or two. This is kind of our late honeymoon and 2 year anniversary trip. So I'm kind of counting this as our anniversary dinner even though it's not on the day.
That's a big one next, actually, isn't it?
So now I'm gonna be sick for dinner.
Oh, man.
I don't know what we're gonna do when we have plates with food on it.
Better eat quick.
Seriously. Stop doing it on purpose. I'm so hungry. Lean cuisine, I told you.
I know. That is dumb.
I would love it if it came out in a lean cuisine tray. Stouffel's lasagna. Yeah, so Aruba just started like a curfew. Like, yeah, everyone has to be at home in their room or whatever by 10. So like the first night they did this, we didn't realize like restaurants stopped seating at 8.
We didn't realize all the employees had to be home at 10 as well.
Yeah, so restaurants stopped seating at 8, which meant like we waited too long and we really couldn't get dinner anywhere. So we had to go to the little market at the hotel. And we just got all these little mini Stouffer's lasagnas for dinner.
And they had garlic bread.
And garlic bread. Here's our dinner. Hello.
Hi, the food's fresh, hot.
Yay.
Hey. Thank you. Got it. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
There you are.
Thank you. Ooh, potatoes are nice. Oh, this is like fried chicken. Alright guys, we ordered a chicken cutlet, which looks like it's like a fried chicken cutlet. Looks really good with this gravy. And then we got a side of, looks like potato wedges and rice. So I'll show you that in a sec. And the side dish is potatoes and rice. Guys, I dropped my phone in the water.
Let's see if we can show them. Right there. Here comes our boat, so we're gonna hope that they have a net or hook or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll retrieve it. I think the drone's ruined anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you so much! I think it's ruined anyway, so we can at least get some footage off of it. And we can try.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Alright guys, it is a beautiful day in Aruba, and today we are going on a submarine adventure. But first, I'm gonna get some coffee, and we want to show you guys what our favorite mode of transportation has been since we got here. So taxis in Aruba can be pretty expensive, and so we look for some alternatives. So for longer trips we take the bus, But for shorter trips, we love taking these little electric scooters. I'd like to think that that dog was following us, but I think it just happened to be walking in the same direction.
All right, guys, so we're back in Oranjestad. We are grabbing a quick lunch, and then we're gonna jump on a cool submarine tour. I'm totally excited for that. The company does two different tours. The one tour, the boat stays like, I guess, half above water. And that ship is really cool because it was used to research on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. The one that we're doing is the Atlantis submarine tour. And that's the one that, like a typical submarine, goes totally underwater. So we'll go up to 130 feet below sea level and explore all kinds of cool things. Obviously the fish and the wildlife and everything, but they also take you by an old shipwreck that was there as well.
Your tour of today will consist of 15-minute transfer from this pier with a ferry called the subsequent tour to the Atlantis number 6. Once you are safely and comfortably seated, the submarine will start descending to several levels where you can see different kinds of fishes, corals, and sunken ships.
Guys, we just made it back from the submarine trip, and it was such a cool way to see marine life, especially if you're like me and you don't like scuba diving. I'm terrified of sharks, so I don't really do anything in the ocean, and so it was like a really nice way for me to kind of go down and see the coral and the fish and all the marine life and everything.
Okay, it was totally cool because the captain of the ship was saying that only 1% of humans have been to the bottom of the ocean floor, and we actually landed the submarine on the bottom. I think actually twice, but I don't think the first time was on purpose because it seemed like we got stuck in a little bit of coral or something. It was pretty cool, but a little scary at the same time. But you'll see, you can just see all the dirt swooshing up while we're trying to get out.
Yeah.
But the second time we smoothly landed on the bottom of the ocean floor at about 135 feet below sea level.